I feel really bad for the guy who's on the phone to do a second date update today.
Really?
Not only bad, but I'm also impressed by his bravery. I read his email about what happened on his date, and I'm frankly surprised that he would be willing to tell this story to anybody, let alone do it on a radio show.
Yes.
Matt, how you doing?
Man, I got a weird mix of emotions because I feel like I'm throwing a Hail Mary here, and I know it's a long shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The description of what happened on your date is amazing to me. And like I said, I commend your bravery for being willing to talk about this.
I mean, this is like I've lived a life where I've done embarrassing things. This has got to be the most embarrassing
That bad?
that I can think of.
Why don't you tell your story there, Matt?
All right. So, I meet this really, really nice girl online.
Uh-huh.
Her name's Amanda, and we agreed to go to this restaurant. And the whole deal was there's a seasonal festival going on I really wanted to go to. I was like, this would be so much fun. So I just kind of picked a restaurant near the festival because I wasn't sure we were going to get to eat. I'm like, I didn't want to be hungry at this festival. I just wanted to be in a good mood. So we go, and it's great. It's my kind of place, laid back. It's got good food and big portions. I like big portions. So...
I love how men pick restaurants. You don't have to dress up and I can eat a lot.
Well, I wanted to see because she kept saying, like, all our profile and stuff like that, she's laid back and just like to have fun. And, like, I was hoping that translated to just like to eat. And we ordered cheesy fries. They were massive. She dug in with me, like, it was, good, cool. It's going to be fun. We can, like, eat together.
I want to get to what happened and the reason why you think she's not calling you back.
Yeah, but hold on. I didn't even tell you about the steak. The steak was incredible. Like, I really thought this was going to be like an average steak. You don't understand. I went back and shook hands with the chef. That's how good the steak was.
Wow.
This was incredible.
Whoa.
I have not had a steak at a restaurant this good for the price.
Were you excited about your
Is
date?
this a second date or a commercial for this restaurant?
I'm just telling you, this was the one good part. And sometimes I'll go on dates and I love the food and I'll feel shamed by my date. But she didn't do that. She was just like, yeah, cool. I like a guy who can eat.
Why are you eating so much food?
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, because I hadn't eaten all day and it's a festival. We're going to walk around a long time. I didn't want to just be hungry, while we're at the festival. 'Cause I can get kind of grumpy. So I wanted to be on my A game and fill my belly.
Oh my God, chili cheese fries and steak is already enough.
Hey, I didn't even tell you about the dessert.
My God.
So we get one of those giant, like, ice cream brownie sundae things.
Oh my
And
gosh.
all I'm going to say, I know you don't want me to, like, go on and on and on, but, oh, my gosh, that whipped cream, it was like, I don't know. It was like there was a group of people in the back that were making it by hand, and that was their only job, was just to make this whipped cream. I mean,
After reading your email, how in the world can you still be talking about the food with the situation that happened after you ate?
I want to know what happened.
You do want to know what
I just need
happened.
to understand, like, I was so happy. This is the happiest I'd been on a date at this point.
All right.
And so, like, that's why. So, like, we ate. This is great. Let's go. So it's like we're walking. I start burbling. My stomach starts burbling. I'm like, oh, no, I got to go. I should have gone. There's, like, we're kind of far from the restaurant now.
Uh-huh.
Like, just, like, want to keep moving. And I didn't really want to say anything. You know what I mean? I just didn't feel comfortable yet saying, oh, I just got to drop a giant deuce, So, like,
Yeah, it's usually bad first date etiquette to bring that up.
Yes.
I didn't want to do that. So, like, we walked by this department store, and I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. I got to buy a gift for one of my coworkers. I'll just go in here real quick because it's tomorrow. It's like an only chance if I don't buy it now. So I knew I'll just be in and out real quick. And so I go in, and the bathroom is on, like, the 5th floor. It's, like, escalators. So I'm, like, running up the escalators, like, carefully, because now I'm at the point where it's very sensitive and I can just lose it all.
Oh my
Any
gosh.
second, I can feel it. And so I'm just
So
being
much
so
graphic
careful.
detail.
Like that run you do when you're trying to be careful not to spill it.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
I get up. I get up there. I get to the 5th floor. I'm so excited. And there's a guy with a mop and he's cleaning. And he's like, "You're not coming in here."
Oh, no.
And then, like, there's the women's bathroom. I could go in the women's bathroom, but, like, a woman goes in, and I'm not going to go in while there's a woman in there. That's just so.
You don't need like assault charges or indecency charges on your first date.
So I'm like, okay, I can hold it a little bit longer. So I run and clinch down. I'm running and clinching. I'm going down the escalators. I run out the front. She's like, "What are you doing? Are you done?" I was like, "I gotta go. I'll be right back." And I'm like running back to the restaurant. It's like, you know what? I paid there. I can go. I can use the bathroom. And by the time I get to the restaurant, I got a pretty good sprint coming on. And everything I have to hold this in. I burst the door open. It knocks over this old man. The old man falls to the floor. I don't stop. Someone says, "You knocked over an old man." I don't have time to apologize or stop. I go to the bathroom, and I just go in, and I'm like a sweating, heaving mess of shame. And I sit there on the pot, and I just I destroyed that bathroom.
Oh my God.
I was disgusted by myself on so many levels. And I'm just sitting there, and it's like taking so long. I just wanted to go fast. It's like 15 minutes, which is such a long time.
Especially after you've run up to the top of a department store and then sprinted back down, sprinted by your date, and she's like, "Where are you going?"
So yeah, she's texting me. She's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" It's like, "It's fine. It's fine. I'll be right back. I'll be right back." And I was like, I'm good. I'm like done. And I stand up and I look at my pants, and I had splattered my pants in the process.
What?
And I was like, this is not going to work.
Did you just say?
Disgusting.
I don't get it. You didn't realize that you pooped your pants before you went into the bathroom?
I was in a dark place. I don't know how to explain. This was not like a normal situation. I mean, I'm in there freaking out about knocking over this man. I was like, I gotta go home. I gotta go home and get a change of pants.
Do you live close to this place?
No, I live like 10 minutes away if there's no light.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So I went out the back door of this restaurant because I don't want to run into this old man or his family or anyone. So I go out the back door and I drive home. I barely, I get home. I change my pants. She texts me, "Screw you. I can't believe you ditched me." And I was like, oh no.
Is that the last thing you heard from her?
Yeah, because I knew there's no coming back from that. I didn't know what to do. I just,
Did you try to apologize and explain what happened?
I mean, I said I'm sorry, but I knew that if I did a lot, I felt like it would make it worse. So I just said I was sorry.
Oh my God, my brain is still spitting from your really detailed story about pooping yourself. Why would you ever think it's okay to leave a woman on the street for how long?
In the end, it was 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah. No wonder she's not calling you back. I mean, you know what happened, obviously.
Yeah, I know. That's why that's why I said Hail Mary at the beginning of this conversation. But I had such a good time. You have to understand, she really is cool.
Okay.
I met this really cool girl who's fun and has a good sense of humor. And for some reason, I just freaked out.
Well, you're going to have to see how cool she is when we get her on the phone and you tell her the actual story of what happened.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to tell her all the details. We can just tell her generally what happened, and then see if she'll go out with me again. We don't have to give every example.
I'm just going to take this first part where we're talking right now. We recorded your story and play that back for her. Have her listen to that.
No. Please don't do that.
All right. We'll play a song. Come back.
I
Call
love
her.
you guys. I'm a big fan of you. Please.
All right. Hey, you're going to have to tell her a little bit, but we'll do it after this song. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Hang on, man.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Matt is on the phone. And yes, if you missed Matt explaining what happened on his first date, it was rather embarrassing. Long story short, he had to go to the bathroom really bad after they had dinner. Tried to find a restroom, didn't tell her what he was doing because he was embarrassed. Ran to the top of a department store. Bathroom was closed there. Sprinted down the stairs and past her. She didn't know where he was going. Into a restaurant. Knocked over an old dude on the way. And people yelled hey, that guy has knocked over this old guy. But he was in a very bad place, so he had to go straight to the bathroom. He ended up going. Took him about 15 minutes, and then he realized that he accidentally had an accident on his pants. So he tried to go home to change his pants, and at that point, she texted him and was like, "It's obvious that you ditched me," and she hasn't talked to him since. We're about to get her on the phone and see if Matt can somehow salvage what happened and get a second date. Matt, are you ready to go?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Matt, you do realize the last image she has of you is you sprinting away from her on the street. It's not even that you just ditched her, you ran from her.
Ran away from her.
Yeah.
No, it's not good. It's the worst. It's the worst it could be. It really is. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Good luck to you, man. I don't know how you're going to get a second date out of this one.
Especially when he's like, no, you don't get it. I pooped my pants.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Now
It's not as bad. It wasn't you. It's just that I have no control over my bowels. Would you like to go out again and try this over? All right. I'm going to dial the phone number right now. Get her on the phone, okay?
If you guys don't mind vouching for me that I'm a good guy, that would be great.
Sure. I'll tell her
I
we're
don't-
longtime personal friends and that you're a great dude.
You're such
That
a
would
liar.
be amazing.
Okay. I'm going to dial the phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Amanda, please?
This is.
Hello, Amanda. How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. We host a morning radio show, and one of our listeners actually emailed us about you to see if we could get you on the phone.
About me?
Mm-hmm. It's called the second date update. Basically, if you go out on a date with somebody and don't call them back after the date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. I think we kind of know what went wrong on your date. But I could be wrong.
Okay.
The guy that emailed us, his name is Matt.
He wanted you to call me?
Yes, he did.
I can't even imagine why.
Yeah, he said that he really enjoyed your date.
Well, that's pretty interesting, because he's the one that ditched me, so I'm not really sure.
Amanda, what if I told you that he had a really good reason for having to leave your date?
I don't think there is a good reason. There's pretty much nothing that could make me say, "Oh, that makes sense."
Really?
I
think if you heard his story, you might actually be happy that he didn't come back to you.
I can't even imagine that there is some excuse good enough for him ditching me, leaving me standing there by myself to find my own ride home.
Well, why don't I let him tell you? Because he's actually on the other line listening and then wants to talk to you because he feels really bad about what happened on your date.
Right now?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Matt?
Hi, Amanda.
What do you want?
I just want to apologize and explain what happened because I know that it seems like I ditched you and I didn't ditch you.
Matt, you did ditch me. I was standing there for a very long time by myself, and that means that you ditched me.
No, I know. Like, I've been ditched lots of times before, and I understand what it feels like. It's terrible and feel that way. I had an emergency, and I didn't know how to explain it at the time. There wasn't a way that would have been
Okay,
bad.
it was weird enough
Stop.
that you left me standing there to go buy a present or whatever, and then you came back and ran right past
Yeah.
me. What's your emergency? I can't even understand why this... What's your emergency?
Okay, so remember when we were at the restaurant, how much food I ate?
Yes, I
I
do.
ate a lot of food.
A lot of
Okay.
food.
Yeah. So I hadn't eaten all day, and so I had to go, like, worse than I ever have in my life. Completely unprecedented. Did not know how to
Like
deal
to
with
the
it.
bathroom?
To the bathroom. I'm trying to be polite. To the bathroom. Number 2, I had to go, like, emergency, like, code red.
Okay,
pain.
so as
Like,
adults,
yeah.
you couldn't say, like, when we're in the restaurant, "Excuse me, I'm going to go to the bathroom."
But, see, I didn't have to go at that point. I only had to go when we were walking. So I was like, I got to go now. And it's,
We passed a coffee shop. You could have said, "Let's grab a coffee," and gone to the bathroom there.
I know.
I know. We're not in
didn't know
second
you-
grade. I don't
thought
understand why you couldn't have just handled it.
I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Is turn to you and be like, "Hey, I'm about to crap my pants. I'm on a first date with you." You know, I didn't want to, like, I didn't know. Maybe
Well, I
think that was.
I definitely
Look, a
appreciate
nice
that you
person.
didn't say that, but you could have said something. You could have done anything. Hey, let's go in here together and run away to the bathroom.
What do you? I wouldn't ask you to come into the bathroom while I have to do that. That's like.
Okay, Matt.
That's
Okay.
not-
I'm not trying to be so literal here. I'm just saying we could have gone into the building structure at the same time so I wasn't standing
Right.
outside on the
Sure.
street wondering where you were.
That would have made sense. That would have made much more
It was
sense. than
really
what happened.
upsetting. I was having a good time, and I was so frustrated. Then I was cold. Then I got embarrassed because I was completely ditched. I went through so many emotions in that half an hour that should never happen on a first date.
I know. I went through a lot of emotions too, and I feel terrible.
So you're the victim of this whole thing? I'm the one that was
No,
standing there.
you're the victim. You're the victim. I'm sorry. No, you're the victim.
I
My emotions
was the
don't
one that
matter.
was ditched.
That's not the point.
You're the one that had the issues. I was ditched. I'm the
No,
one that went
no.
home and told my friends I will never do internet dating again because look what this guy did to me. I'm the one.
You know what?
not
I figured
you.
that. I figured you were probably telling your friends, and that's fine. You should tell everyone. I understand that. I want to go on another date with you, and I don't care if that's the story that
kidding me?
always gets told.
If the bathroom was what you were trying to do and you had to go do it, why wouldn't you come back? We were going to go to the fair. I don't get that. I don't understand.
In all honesty, the reason I didn't come back is that I my pants.
Oh, my God.
And I had to go home.
Are you kidding me? I feel like I'm talking to a
I'm telling
child
you the
right
truth.
now.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, well,
I'm a truth
sometimes,
teller.
and I've never said this out loud, but sometimes it's better to lie than give that many details.
So, Amanda,
This is
you'd
how we figured that out.
prefer.
I mean, I don't know that about you. So, this is how I figured that
Well,
out. I don't know. I know that.
I would rather anything but knowing that you... I can't even say it. Like, come on.
Amanda, that's what happened. Hey, at least he's honest. You know that.
Okay.
He told us about your date. Said that he loved going out with you. He really enjoyed it and thought you were awesome. But he had an unfortunate situation where his body was not working with him. And he kind of ruined his pants. And he tried to go home and do this all in a timely manner.
gosh.
But at that point, you were done.
I don't even tell you. I knocked down an old man, too, when I opened the door. And everyone hated me. Everyone hated me.
Crapped your pants.
I'll tell you everything.
You crapped your pants. You knocked an old man down. You ditched a girl you claimed to be having a good time with. And you never communicated any of this with anybody. I'm going to say you have some issues, and I'm not ready to go out again. It's not going to happen.
Amanda, are you sure? Because I would like to ask if you'll go out on a second date with Matt. We will pay for it.
Come on.
I don't think it's going to be a good idea.
Weird. From the recap that you just said, it sounded like a fantastic time.
Dream
I'm
date.
surprised that you're saying no.
Look, that's all that's true. All that's true. And good news is, that the worst it could go with me is that. That's the bottom. And that's
Wait a minute.
not a normal bottom.
I'm sorry.
That's
I can't let you finish. If that's the first date, how is this the worst that it's going to be? It's supposed to be the very best ever.
Oh, but it's all uphill from here.
How are you
Amanda?
guys siding with him? I don't understand this.
Stuff happens, bro.
Whatever. If a girl crapped her pants on a date, none of you would ever talk to her again.
Yeah, that's very true.
I would. I absolutely would. I'd feel so much more comfortable if a girl crapped her pants or burped or did anything gross. I'd be like, that's
Well,
awesome.
you would. You would, because that's your thing.
It was just one time.
All right, well, so Amanda, no, you don't want to go out with him again.
It's not going to happen. I will use it as an example of what not to do for the rest of my life.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
If the bathroom was what you were trying to do and you had to go do it, why wouldn't you come back? We were going to go to the fair. I don't get that. I don't understand.
In all honesty, the reason I didn't come back is that I my pants.
Oh, my God.
That was a clip from today's second date update. If you missed it, Matt wanted to call this girl Amanda. He knew exactly why she wasn't calling back. She didn't know that he had an accident during the date. But what did happen was they went out to eat, and then they were walking somewhere. He had to go really bad. He tried to go to one bathroom. It was closed. Then had to sprint past her to go to a restaurant's bathroom and ended up actually getting some on his pants and then tried to go home to change them. But basically ended up ditching her for like 40 minutes while he tried to figure the whole situation out. She texted him and was like, I'm done with the date. We got her on the phone. She still didn't want to go out with him because he just ditched her instead of being honest, like, hey, had a little bit of an accident. Maybe we could reschedule this for next time. But people are texting in at 78592, and they're totally on his side.
I cannot
Almost every single
believe
text that has
this.
come in say, oh my God, he's adorable. Crappy pants or not, I'll go out with him.
How are people okay with adults pooping themselves on a first
Well, it
date?
happens.
No, it
happens.
doesn't happen. I've never pooped myself.
Well-
yes, I have to go to the bathroom sometimes, but I've never
live a
done
little,
it in my pants.
Happens more than you think. Another text in at 78592 says, I think Amanda should have given him a second chance. She's being way too hard of him. On him. No one can control what happens to their bodies sometimes.
But even if he never texted her once in those 40 minutes saying, hold on, I had an emergency, I have to run home. He never, she
I
was
think
just
either way-
standing
He
was
there
freaking
without
out.
any knowledge
Yeah, I
of
wouldn't know how to
anything.
handle that either, because if you're honest, she's like, ooh, gross, I don't want to see this guy
Yeah.
again.
Just say you had an emergency.
Yeah.
You don't have to go into detail
No,
about
know.
what
how fake does
happened
that
to your
sound?
pants.
How
Yeah.
fake does that sound? You run past her head.
It sounds like you're lying.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
So
my
either
God,
way, he's
guys.
screwed. But good news is, a lot of people texting in at 78592 would love to date Mr. Crappy Pants, so that's good.
Oh,
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is just email us. We'll call the person who didn't call you back.